So since the Switch launched last year in March, we've been getting a lot of accessories going forward that have been fairly creative, and a lot of them have worked to make the Switch look different or function better. But a lot of people have really been into those that kind of change up the look of the Switch, whether it's something like this D-brand sticker or a light bar for your dock that even has different designs from like Mario or Zelda. Or maybe you just change your entire dock up completely, maybe you paint it. There are a lot of different things that have been going on with the Switch, and it's always pretty neat to see a creative idea around the Switch as its unique style, when there's a hybrid, has kind of forced accessory makers to kind of come up with some cool ideas to create and sell. So, one that I saw that took over Reddit one day on the Switch subreddit was something called the switchblades, and it seemed like an interesting idea when I saw it, and I realized reading down the comments at that time that it wasn't going to be for everyone, but for the people that it would be for, they would really get a kick out of these things, and that's kind of how I'm going to approach it here as someone who might like to decorate their Switch. So they were kind enough to send over a couple pairs of switchblades that I have here, and we're actually going to go ahead and drop these on the Switch. They go where your Joy-Con controllers would normally go, on the railings here, and then dropping in here. So what these will do is essentially kind of decorate, but it'll also protect your Switch as well. So while it's not going to add tons of functionality, it looks pretty cool. It does add one thing, though, they actually added after those comments on Reddit. In fact, they even seem to come up with the name for these things on Reddit when people started suggesting it, so it was interesting to see that. And they have already entered Kickstarter, and it's finishing up, and they ended up raising over $50,000, much higher than their original $5,000 goal. I think a lot of that has to do with the simplicity of the design here. They're not building like a supercomputer or something, or trying to revive Atari. They're building essentially new style kickstands that actually look really nice and decorate, and I guess technically protect the railings and the connectors on your Switch. So what I've done here, as you're seeing, is actually slid them onto the sides, and I have two different ones here. They actually sent me a letter kind of detailing what each one is. One is just the basic hardware with cherry wood, or hardwood with cherry wood, I'm sorry, and the other one they sent is red heart with cherry trim. So let's actually take a look at these as well. So they sent me two different ones. So there's what appears to be the basic hardwood there, and then they have the cherry. I actually like this one, the cherry trim. That's actually pretty nice looking. It looks a bit more, I guess, classy, you would say, than just standard plastic or anything. This is actual wood on the side here, which is nice, and it slides down onto the Switch on the side, and then it also has on the back here, to kind of make that switchblade comparison make sense, a kickstand that technically pops out and then becomes flush if you don't want it out anymore. So it would kind of sit out like this, and then you can stand it up at different angles. So you can push it all the way down, you can pick it up. It does have a better kickstand at that point as well, which is pretty neat. I guess technically you can kind of push on it and it'll kind of go down, and then if you want to pick it up, you just kind of technically push on and pick it up. So I like the idea of that added as functionality, because originally they weren't going to have that there, but then on the subreddit people were suggesting it and they ended up adding it in. Now on the sides to take it off, there's actually a latch here, and when you pop that forward, it'll actually slide up. So it does lock in and you get a nice click from it, but it doesn't like destroy your Switch when you're using it. So it pops out. You can technically grab it with one finger and pop it off, and then you're good to go. Now, one thing you'll notice, obviously, if you are on the go and you want to drop your Joy-Con controllers on, you can't have these on as well. This seems to be more so for people who, let's say, leave their Switch in their dock a lot, and then these are exposed, and maybe they want the system to look nicer because they're using their Joy-Con controllers in the grips at all times, which I know a few people will do that. This would work well to kind of just have these in there and sitting in your dock, because these will fit in, of course, in the dock. And one other side effect that people also pointed out is that when you go to take it out of your dock, you'll have something else to grip other than just like the screen itself. You can actually grip the sides and lift it off. So again, an extra feature that's kind of neat there. They've also marked both right and left. So I guess it's technically harder to get it mixed up. You could technically, I guess, put it in upside down, although it's harder to, as these railings are set to pretty much go in a certain way. And then the latch on top is, well, you got to be able to get to that. So it all seems pretty straightforward there. I don't think people are going to be jamming them the wrong way. But again, this is for a specific crowd that wants their Switch to look a certain way or just look nice. They come in these bags like this, and they're about $15 based on their Kickstarter campaign, so they're also not obscenely expensive. They have several different designs, so they start at $15, but you can work your way up, and they have a lot of designs, so you can pick out all different kinds. They also seem to have some set up for Eevee and Pikachu for the Pokemon games, kind of themed around those colors. But even beyond that, you could spend $20 on a pair that look crazy, like a galaxy or something. So there's a lot of different designs you can pick from. And I look at these, again, as additions to the Switch for people who actually want to dress them up. It's not going to be for everyone. Again, I've noticed that. I posted a picture online and people didn't really understand what they were for or what they were supposed to do. But for the people who do like to design and put stuff on their Switch to make it look different and dress it up, these will probably be something right up their alley, and it is quality. I can tell you right now, it's actual wood, and hey, Atari's doing real wood for $250, and they're doing real wood for $15, so they're doing something right there. Let me know what you guys think about the Switchblades. I like the name, by the way. That's a good name, Switchblades. That was something, again, that they kind of figured out on that Reddit post, and it technically makes sense now with the kickstand kicking out like that for Switchblades. So, cool stuff there. Let me know what you guys think about the Switchblades. If you feel that you would have any use for them, if you like the idea, or maybe you don't really get it. Again, I've seen people on both sides say that, so let me know what you guys think about these. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you give the video a like if you like it, dislike if not, and I'll see you in the next video.